Are you sick and tired of the rah rah? Oh, I can buy this automatic system. I need this bot. I need this CRM to make cash flow selling final expense telesales, or even as a life insurance telesales agent. A lot of agents get tricked into some things that take from you and they don't give to you. And I'm going to dive into some things that not everybody's going to like hearing, but we need to have this very blunt conversation so that you have a chance of making the bucks selling final expense or life insurance over the phone or even face to face. So, I'm going to give you 4 things that will take the opportunity from you instead of helping you have an open door to the promised land. So, before we go into this very controversial video, my name's Jason. I'm your friend in the business, and I'm so blessed to recruit and partner with some of the most powerful agents nationwide selling life, Medicare, and annuities face to face, but more importantly, in the telespace, as well as amazing agencies that partner here as well. So if you need any resources, jasonfinalexpense.com. But let's dive right into what's going to take from you instead of taking you to the next level. Number one, if you're taking notes, technology. And I know you're like, whoa, you said technology. Yes, I did. Brand new and veteran agents get tricked with technology into thinking this widget is going to make me more wealth. Oh, if I just buy this system, I'm going to somehow like sit on my britches and my calendar is going to be full and I'm going to make more money. Well, a lot of agents get into a real mess here because technology with a bot, technology with a CRM is really an unnecessary use of your cash flow. You've only got so much money to make this business work. And if you do this wrong, you will have the opposite of wealth. You're going to have the whoopings that this can bring you. So, a lot of agents that buy CRMs, especially early on, you don't need a client resource management tool. You don't have clients yet. Why are you spending your cash here? Technology is not bad, but it's not the best use of your time. You do not need a CRM. You don't need to pay extra for a bot. You don't need to have this or that. What you need right now, my friends, is technique. You need to be good, not sloppy. And when we're brand new, we feel a little sloppy. We got to kind of work through the business, right? But technology is not needed. A dialer, fantastic. Use your hands and just start getting on that phone. But before you get on that phone, you've got to know your script and you got to be smooth. You've got to be able to put on the best performance for your clients. You're here to solve problems, not just sell a product. So technique is big. You got to know how to say things the right way. Words are important. Words are powerful. You need to be prepared before you push the buttons on your first dial. You've got to be extremely proficient, not perfect. I'm not perfect, and I've done this industry over 2+ decades, 20+ years, but technique with your script, but most importantly, objection handling skills. You've got to be ready to handle, mail it to me. I didn't ask for this. Beep, beep, beep. You've got to be a polished professional here, and you're not going to get polished without practicing your performance. No different than if I said, hey, Mary or Moses, I want you to do a play tomorrow. Are you ready to take the stage? And you'd probably go, I'm sick to my stomach. I'm sorry. I got to do the lawn or the laundry or something, right? It's because you didn't put the preparation in place to give that performance. Insurance agents get tricked into thinking, I need the technology, I need a CRM. Client resource management for what? 5 clients? You could fit your CRM on your hand. Don't hand them your cash. You're buying nothing but a white labeled blankety blank level product, and you didn't even, believe it or not, know it. They're getting paid, and you right now are not getting into a place where you can give your best performance because you prioritized the wrong place to put your money. I care about you enough to be blunt, and a lot of places aren't going to like this video. All right. But technique is going to take you far. Know your script, know your rebuttals, be really polished. It's no different than if you were performing on a stage somewhere. Know what to say, know how to speak, know how to professionally handle your client because they want you as an agent when you say the right things, when you have the right proven power scripts and systems like we have here at jasonfinalexpense.com. The business is not easy, my friends, but it is simple when you can follow a script. Just like there's plays across this nation, performances that are powerful. You know what? They're saying the same words over and over and over again that many other people have spoken before, and it just hits you at a whole different level. It's because they put in the time to focus on their technique and their delivery. And if you want to be an agent that makes it, Focus on your technique so that you can deliver and have the best chance for profitability. Now, number two, they're not going to want you to know that, you know what, this business is not about being busy. It's not about, I have an insurance license and somehow that's now a lottery ticket, right? I was told I'd make six figures in my sleep. I don't have to really do much work. The CRM and the dialer will just blast all these people and I can just sit back on my butt and somehow make the bucks, right? Wrong. All right. This industry is an effort business. Those that do are those that have the best chance of getting. You will not make the bucks if you're sitting on your you know what. All right. This is not about you going, well, I'm just going to see if this business works out. I got my CRM, I got my phone. Why is nobody calling me? Why am I not cash flowing? It's because you're not making the calls. You got to put in the time, my friends. This is about dial time, not doing income reducing activities, which isn't a bad thing to organize your calendar or focus on your Post-it notes or organize your pin collection. Whatever you're doing right now, that's not the most important thing. Prioritize dials, 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 dials. You want to do more, you want to have the best chance of making more bucks, get on the phone. Get on the phone and get on the phone. It's about dialing and smiling and dialing and going through the pain. Ouch, that hurt. Next. All right. Work through the business. Dial. It sounds horrible, right? You're like, I don't want to dial all day. Well, this is one of those businesses that you got to be on that phone to have a chance of making the profitability. And you got to be honest with yourself and go, did I put the hours in this week? Are you a full timer? Did you put in 40 hours calling? Did you put 32 hours even of actual calling time? Or am I calling the same 30 people over and over and over and over again? If you only have 30 people to call, you're going to feel lost. It's not going to be good. But your time is your most valuable resource. A lot of agents get robbed because they think back to tick number one that okay, technology and a CRM and all this automation stuff is somehow going to really take you sky high and it's going to drop you flat on your face. So many agents take the bait. They get bit because they didn't know any better. You don't need a CRM, even though a CRM isn't bad. I want to be very frank with you. CRMs aren't bad, but don't be worried about those until you have 100 clients on the books. If you don't have 100 clients, come on now. You don't need to manage nothing. You can do that in manila envelopes, manila folders, and you'll be just fine. Use that money in a better place to make you money. All right. So time, time, time. You've got to focus on dialing and doing income producing activities. Nothing more, nothing less. Do those other things like CRM management if you're still, okay, spending your money in the wrong places or messing around with your leads or organizing things or setting up your schedule or maybe calling back clients. That's stuff that you do on the outside of your hours that you're going to head into every week. Focus on dialing. You'll realize that, you know what? I'm getting more sales this week. Yes, because it's an effort business. Put the time in so that you have the best chance of increasing your take home pay. And that's back to the old saying, the more hands I shake, the more money I can make. You've got to start shaking the trees and really focusing on sincerely diving forward with your amazing technique, because hopefully you've trained with us or another work family that can really help you. But dial, dial, dial. It's not about just sitting in my chair thinking I got a business. We got to be a 1099 mind and grind, and you got to hustle. You got to hustle. You got to have the hours in. Even if you're a part timer, you can be super successful if you make it and invest your time wisely. And the business just hopefully works out for you. But success isn't guaranteed. It's one of those things where we all go from this hero to zero effect on the daily. We've got to have belief. The biggest hurt to us is what we have between our ears. That little mushy thing called our brain can beat us up with self doubt. But if you spend your time in the wrong places, that doubt's going to get bigger, my friends. It will. Focus on dialing, and delivering value, not spending your time in the wrong places. Now, I hope you liked the video. Share it with a friend if you do. Thank you to my subscribers, by the way. And make sure you've got the notification bell on before I dive into tip number 3 with you. And thanks for watching so far. Hope you're enjoying this. And if you've ever felt this way, put it in the comments below. But tip number 3 is a lot of agents, they feel lost because they don't use their money in the right places when it comes to leads. Leads are the lifeblood of this industry. And a lot of agents that are trained with other organizations, they were thrown a script in their lap, say, memorize it, and you'll make money somehow. Bull hunky. Okay. You're not going to have success if you just memorize a script. Someone throws leads at you. Not that you can't sell a couple policies here and there, but you're not going to have the same success as if you really practiced and drilled and rehearsed and had a mentor that's done it a decade or more in your ear helping you hone yourself. All right. But when you buy leads, if you really know what you're doing, you're going to be buying leads at the right frequency. Now, frequency is important. If you've ever had a squeal or a squelch on a radio, it's like, oh, wow, that's loud and annoying. You know what I'm talking about? When you get that squelch, those of you that have CBs know what I'm talking about, kind of dating myself a little bit, but the squelch sometimes is ouch, right? Like nails on a chalkboard. Insurance agents that have the right frequency, it's amazing. We get excited when our new supply of leads come in on the weekly. If you're a brand new agent, the frequency that you need to have as a full timer of fresh exclusive leads is 80 to 100 leads on the weekly. Fresh, exclusive. If you're a part timer, fantastic. Divide by two. You're looking between 45 to 50 leads on the weekly delivered to you. And now you're going to dial and dial and dial because a part timer doesn't have as much time as a full timer has. So you got to have fresh leads because Facebook leads or another internet type lead that we have, or even an inbound lead, you need to have these things exclusive and fresh so that you can find the best chance of really getting after it and getting profitability. But if you've got 20, 30 leads and that's it, or 50 leads a month, oh dear goodness, you're not going to make hardly any money or even money at all. Nothing's promised. Success is earned. You're going to feel lost because you're on the world's smallest merry-go-round. You're spending your money in the wrong places. You're going to get dizzy. You're going to puke, and you're going to say the business didn't work out. You didn't even work the business the way it should be. And that's the problem with a lot of agents, even veterans that dive into this space. You don't use your dollars in the right space. Don't use your time, tip number 2, in the right space. You don't have good technique. And it's not because you're meaning wrong. It's maybe you were shined on thinking it's the easiest work I've ever seen. Live from the pits. It's all about prioritizing action, but buy leads at the right frequency, and you've got to buy the best lead you can get your hands on. And if you need good leads, by the way, reach out at jasonfinalexpense.com. I'll get you those resources. Currently, you can even get aged leads for under $2 a piece that are 90 days old or less, and you can get a lot of them. Laws of large numbers right now are going to help you when you're feeling lost. You need people to talk to. When you're told no, you need to be thinking next opportunity. All right. Not, oh, no, no, no. I only have 3 leads and I've only got 2 more. What am I going to do? You're on a sinking ship. Spend your money back to the right places so that you can have a chance of making the bucks. Now, number 4, this is going to probably ruffle your feathers. All right. You got to be disciplined. Oh, no, he said it. Yeah, disciplined. You got to be disciplined. Nobody wants to talk about discipline. I didn't like it when I was a kid. It's not real fun as an adult either. But if you want to fund yourself instead of putting yourself into a funk, you better learn to be disciplined. You need habitual behavior. Insurance agents where the business does not work out for them, oh, whatever happens, happens. I think I'm going to get up tomorrow at 8 o'clock or 6 o'clock. I think. Yeah, this business is going to be taken from you because you're not managing your business. You can't open a barber shop and have these willy-nilly hours. This industry is the same. Don't get smoked, my friends. I'm very passionate about what I do and how I help agencies and agents nationally here. I don't want you to fail. All right. If you can be a top performer, guess what? Everybody makes a little bit of money. Fantastic. That's what you want. It's a good relationship, but you get rocked when you think that the white space on your calendar is going to make you wealth. Your work ethic will give you the best chance of having that be your reality, but you're going to get rocked when you think, oh, I think I'm going to work tomorrow. I think I'm going to put the hours in. No, you're not. Get real with yourself. I had an agent that I had a conversation with very recently, and I asked him how many hours he put in his day. He gave me an answer. I go, it's less than that, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Come on now. We got to own it, own it, own it, so we can be an operator and overcome this. You've got to dominate your time. That takes discipline. That takes grit. That takes courage to actually speak it and make it your hopeful reality. Be disciplined. Whatever happens is going to cause your failure. I want you to finish strong. I want you to be a successful agent. And that happens by you being disciplined to say, I'm going to work my 40. I'm going to work my 20 hours if I'm a part-timer. I'm not going to see if the business works out. I'm going to work out my business. You want to be a beast? Put in the dials. You want to have the best chance of making the bucks? Don't spend your bucks on CRMs and automate this, automate that. Oh, my calendar's full and half of them are no showing on me. You've got to know what to say. You've got to stay busy. You're going to go broke if you're not busy. If you're not calling on leads, you're going to call it quits. If you're not using your time wisely, you're going to get whooped. If you're not buying leads at the right level, you're going to feel lost. Be careful, my friends. These 4 things can help you Or you can let whatever happens, happens, and you will fall by the wayside of the 90% of the agent force that doesn't own their business. The business owns them because they didn't focus on technique. They got tricked into thinking they needed a CRM and a bot in automations, or they thought that, oh, I'm going to have, I'm put in 3 hours a day and I'm going to make huge stacks. No, that's not the truth. This is an effort business. Those that do are those that get. And those that don't put in the time don't get the take home pay that will follow a powerful and productive insurance agent. Success is not promised. You can make zero stinking dollars, even when you do stuff right, hours, and some days. Some days you're overpaid, some days you're underpaid. Do you have the ability to say, you know what? I'm not going to stop. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep giving. I'm going to keep helping people. You could walk around your neighborhood with a bucket of chicken manure. And if you knock on enough doors, somebody's going to be like, hallelujah, I've been waiting for that. I got a garden. Here's $5. And you're going to get told, get that stinky, you know what, off my property, more than you're told, wow, thank you for coming. Welcome to the insurance industry, my friends. You get told no, even if you're a top performer, more than you get told yes. That's not fun to hear, right? Leads are the lifeblood, but leads are an opportunity to have an amazing conversation. And if you're good, you're going to have a high percentage that, Lord willing, turn into a conversion. Do you still like this industry? I hope you do. But these are some realities that you need to know so that you don't get robbed of the opportunity or the powerful profession that this may be for you. It could be the right fit and it may not, but you've got to really get real with yourself and go, do I have enough money to jump into this space? Will I really invest into technique, or am I going to get tricked into thinking I can just make piles of money without really putting in the work? Well, if it sounds too good to be true, my friends, you know what? They're probably right. Be careful. Cheap, easy, and free will do something to you. Be careful. Be cautious. But once you know that this industry is for you, never look back. Never say quit. Never quit delivering value for these great people. They need us to solve their problems. And I hope this video helps you. Have a great one. And if you got a topic you want me to take up, put it in the comments below. Thank you to my subscribers. And I hope this video gives you some realities that you may not be seeing out there. We'll see you soon, my friends.